All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. I know I'm a bit late for today's upload. I slept in a little bit. It's Sydney time, 8:25 a.m. I generally wake up around 5 a.m., but slept in, had a big Saturday night. So do apologize for that. But we are back here with some Chelsea news today. And what a way to wake up. I didn't get to watch the Liverpool versus Leicester game. So I woke up and I saw the score, Leicester winning 3-1, which is perfect for us. And this is the first part of the news. And I've got a couple of transfer news that I want to talk about as well from a couple of journalists that's been talking about it. But first of all, guys, Chelsea are hunting Liverpool's fourth spot on current form. You'd have to back Thomas Tuchel's side to finish above them. This is what Nizar tweeted as soon as Liverpool lost that particular match against Leicester. I believe this is Liverpool's 3 back-to-back losses. I think they've had a loss against Brighton, they've had a loss against City, and now they've had a loss against Leicester. So, we are definitely there now to take over. And Nizar goes on to say, Tuchel said the guys put themselves in the situation where we are the hunters for the teams in front of us, and we are close. Honestly, we've absolutely been hunting this particular, gap down brilliantly. I mean, to think about the situation just a few weeks ago under Frank Lampard, we were so far behind, obviously heaps far behind from the top of the table, but even in the sense of, I think Liverpool was about 5 or 6 points away, but even then it felt like it was such a big gap. Even though the points were small, it just felt like the way we were playing, that 5 or 6 points really felt like about 10, 15 points. But since Thomas Tuchel has come in, we've strung together quite a few wins now in a row. And in the Premier League, we've been managing to squeeze out the victories. And our performance is getting better and better each time. The Barnsley game in the FA Cup was probably the toughest game we've faced so far in Thomas Tuchel, but we still managed to come out of it with a win. Now we have an opportunity against Newcastle, which will be Monday night, Tuesday morning for me. And if we get a victory against Newcastle, which I'm hoping we do, and I'm hoping that our boys and Thomas Tuchel 100% understands this situation, that a victory here gets us into top 4, which is honestly phenomenal to even think and contemplate, as I said a few weeks ago, where we were in terms of players not interested. We looked so much in disarray, just before Frank Lampard got sacked. And to completely turn that around, Thomas Tuchel has come in, changed the formation, gave us this belief again, and his energy in press conferences and his energy just in the field and off the field with the players, and all the players have been coming out praising him and saying such top stuff about him. We've got players like Reece James, we've got players like Callum Hudson-Odoi, Rudiger, and many more have come out and said what a positive impact he has been. Strategically as well, we are looking so much better. And the kind of football that we're playing, you'd think 3 at the back would promote, sort of defensive football, but it's not. We're playing some of the best sort of football at the moment. We just need to be a bit more clinical up front, and I'm hoping that we do that. I will have the Newcastle preview tomorrow, whether it be with a live stream with a few guests or whether it be just doing a video. I will have that tomorrow. But yeah, this is a fantastic, particular news to wake up to. As you can see, Leicester absolutely buzzing. Kudos to Leicester. I honestly thought that maybe they might not be the one to hold on to to their position. But 3-0 victory against Liverpool. They're clear second at the moment. I think Man United is just behind them. Let me just have a quick look at the table just quickly. So we've got Man City at 53 points, Leicester 46 points, and Man United 45. Obviously, Man United with the game to play this week, so they could possibly go forward into the second position. But Leicester, well done to them to inflict such a defeat. And I believe on the 67th minute, Liverpool were at Liverpool was still winning that match, and then Leicester came in and took that match 3-1. So that's a little bit about that. fantastic opportunity for us to get into the top four, and we deserve to be. Our team is got so much quality. We deserve to be in the top four. Now I want to talk to you guys about some transfer news. I want to go to Matt Law's tweet that he tweeted out just recently. Chelsea were unquestionably interested in Upamecano, but I'm told their scouts were weren't fully convinced. Suspect they weren't keen enough to get a bidding war over his wages. As reported this week, Alaba wages currently too high, and I'm also told he would like to play in defensive midfield. Then he goes on to say, Chelsea clear that Chelsea will prioritise central defender and a striker in the summer. Their interest in Haaland dates back to his RB Salzburg days, but his wages and Raiola are a problem, not just for Chelsea. Just quickly as well, Nizar has tweeted out, there was a breaking news yesterday saying that Dayot Upamecano will join Bayern Munich on a 5-year contract. Director Hassan Salihamidzic confirmed to Build, we are very happy about this at Bayern. We knew we had very strong competition. We presented him with our vision of his career at Bayern. So yeah, it looks like Upamecano is going to Bayern Munich, and as you can see, Nisa Kinsella saying that one player off the list. So guys, it's clear that it looks like we are interested in two particular positions in the upcoming summer window, which is a striker and a defender. I want to firstly talk about the defender. I've covered a few of this with some of my guests in my previous streams. Please do check in for that. Recently I talked about that with Con and a few other guests as well. Defender, look, we've been linked with Upamecano, Varane, Sule. We've been linked with Alaba, Jerome Boateng as well. A few other names have been thrown around, but these were the main ones. Looks like Upamecano is probably off the list. Alaba with his wage demands, probably not the kind of player, and he wants to play in defensive midfield, doesn't want to play in the centre back. So yeah, that kind of leaves with Sule and Varane and Boateng, which apparently seems to be a very, very strong link at the moment. Apparently only has one more year left in the contract with Bayern Munich. So look, the bottom line, I get the feeling is that as much as I feel like Ethan Ampadu and Mark Gehi, who are doing really, really well at the moment in their respective clubs, probably deserves an opportunity. But I think what Thomas Tuchel is trying to do is he wants to have experience in the back line. As our team, if you look forward, we've got the likes of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Tammy Abraham. These are all youngsters. Pulisic, they're all youngsters. So we've got a very heavy young forward, pack, and he probably wants to have more experience in the defense, and that's perfectly understandable, to be honest. If we want to mount a title challenge next season, we probably need a lot of experience. So I completely understand that. For me, I would have loved David Alaba, but that looks like that's probably not happening. Upamecano, probably the second option. That's not happening. So it'll be very interesting to see who we go with now. So watch this space. In the striker position, looks like we are 100% gunning for a striker as well. Erling Haaland is becoming very, very interested by the club. As you saw the tweet from Matt Law, that it's someone that we've been scouting since the RB Salzburg days. So once again, the striker, I've been starting a bit of a propaganda with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Look, for me, this player, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, is immense. He's going to be the next big thing in the Premier League. I kid you not. Please, mark this down. Dominic Calvert-Lewin will be Kane-esque. Honestly, I feel like he's that good. His aerial dominance is brilliant. And his overall game, link up, the way he links up with Richarlison and James Rodriguez is fantastic. He's got the pace. He's dynamic. He's strong. But Haaland is a beast on his own. So I completely understand our, interest towards Erling Haaland. But Haaland's going to have immense competition with Man City, probably Real Madrid as well. Two teams that are going to be searching for a striker very soon and replacing who they have. Aguero, I think his time is coming to an end with Manchester City, and Benzema as well, probably coming to an end of his career there. So watch this space again with the striker situation. And obviously, question marks as to, what happens with Tammy's future, I suppose. If we bring in a top quality striker like that, possibly means that maybe the end of Tammy Abraham, unless he wants to stick around, and maybe there could be opportunity to play two up front. You never know. So guys, that pretty much wraps us our news for today. Chelsea very close to top four, get a victory against Newcastle, and we are in the top four. And then, in terms of the transfer news, a defender and striker is what we are very, very interested about in the upcoming summer transfers. Let me know what your thoughts are about this transfer window situation and how you feel about Thomas Tuchel eating up these space and getting into the top four. And he was quoting us for being hunters, basically, the team being hunters. So comment about that. Comment about who you'd want as a striker and a defender, since we are searching for that. And yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this particular video. If you've, as I said, if you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button right now. It helps out the channel a lot. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notifications to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.
All right. Here we go.